Hi friends, welcome to WebChamp. In this video, I am going to discuss time intelligence functions in DAX. So let's understand how these functions are helpful to perform the calculations in Power BI. Okay, so there are lots of functions in this category, but yes, out of this, in this video, I will discuss first 6 functions. That is data, dates between, dates in period, dates MTD, dates QTD, and dates YTD. Okay, let's understand how these functions works to perform the dynamic calculation in Power BI. Okay, so all these functions are going to return a table. Okay, the way we have a tables here. So we can use these functions to create the new tables. And just based upon the your date column. So for all these functions, you need to have the date table. And you can use the date column from that date table. Okay, the name itself is not necessary as a date, but yes, that column should only have the dates. Okay, so in that case, these functions can be helpful. Okay, so if I say new table, as I said, all these functions are going to return us the table. So you have to select the, or you have to create the new table always. Either you can create the new table, or either you can date add, or either you can use this in calculate function to modify the filter context. Okay, so let me say date add. Date add is my table, and I'm going to use the date add function. Okay, so in date add, obviously it move the given set of dates by specified interval. Move meaning either you can move forward or move backward. Let's say you have a date for 2023, and you may want to return the dates from 2022. So you can use this date add function also. So here first, but yes, as I said, you need to specify the column name which has dates. So this function will work within the range of this column. Within the range of the whatever the dates are there in this column, only those dates will be returned. If the no dates are there against that column, so it is not going to return the date. Okay, let's say I will give you an example. If I say one, number of intervals one, and if I say day, or if I say year. Okay, so it has created a one column, and which is returning my day until 2004, 31st December 2004, from 1st July 2002. If you go to my calendar table, if you look here, 1st July 2001 is there, and I said I wanted to move the dates by 1 year, so it has moved, right? But what people expect, they will get the data until the 2005, 1st July 2005, or whatever will be the last day. No, that is not going to work. So here, whatever the dates are there in this column, the column which you have given there as a reference, only those dates will be returned if they meets the specified criteria. They are within the specific interval. Okay, this is how it's going to work. If the 2005 is not there, then on top of that, it is not going to return the dates from 2005. It will return the dates until 2004 only, as my calendar table will have the dates until 2004. This is how it's going to work. This is the first function. There is another function that's called dates between. Let me say dates between is equal to, if I say dates between. Okay, and again here it asks you to enter the dates. So calendar date is fixed date, okay, which has 2001 to 2004 data. But here, instead of directly giving the interval and all, okay, what it is doing, it is allow you to enter the start date. So you can enter the custom start date. If I say 2002 or 2003, and then month, first first day. Okay, this is what my date. And again, it allows you to specify the end date also. So I will specify end date also 2003, okay, hyphen third month 31st. Okay, until 31st March, I want the dates. If the dates are there, meaning whatever the range I have specified for that range, if the dates are there in this column, it is going to return the dates. Otherwise, it is not going to return the dates. So you can see that it has returned, okay, the dates 90 rows. Okay, it depends, completely depends how this is going to work. Okay, but this has returned me 90 days. If I say I want a dates from until 2005, is it possible? No, right? Because in calendar table, we don't have dates until the 2005. So you can see that it will return the dates up to the last date, which is there in calendar table. And after that, you will not get anything, meaning it is not going to return. Okay, this is what the dates between. So in this way, you can return the table. I will show you one example how to use these functions we can in the calculate function to modify the filter context. Next function is, I will say, dates in period. Okay, dates in period. So let's understand how this works. Very similar, but yes, it even works little bit differently. I will say date, and instead of this, I will suggest use calendar table, and then it asks start date. So if I say start date, date is equal to 2004 hyphen first month hyphen first day. Okay, this is what. Then it asks me for the number of intervals. Okay, so how this is work? If I say 10 interval, and here you have to specify the interval. Okay, if I say 10 days, so it will return me the 10 dates for 10 days from the dates which I entered as a start date. Okay, if I say 10 month, it will return me dates for 10 month. But the problem is what? Okay, we don't have, I think, yes, we have a data until the October also. So for 10 month, we will get the data. If you say 10 year, you will get the data, but only for 2004. We don't have more years after 2004. So it will return the data only for 2004. So whatever the dates are there in the reference column that we have given, so it will return the dates from that column. And just to filter the data. In this way, what we are doing, we are filtering the dates from the calendar table, right? And this is what we can use because these calendar is already in relationship with the sales and all to perform the calculations. Okay, let's understand how this works. This is going to work. But before that, we have a few more functions to see. There is something called a dates MTD, dates QTD, and dates YTD. How this is going to work? So okay, let me create the one more table. And first, I will say dates MTD. Obviously, MTD stands for month to date. And if I say dates MTD, okay, if I say dates MTD, okay. So here, if I pass the only date column, what it is going to do? It is going to return me the only latest month. Okay, let's say this is August. So it will return the dates for August month only, meaning last 1 month dates. Okay. If I hit the enter button, you will see automatically it will sort and filter whatever it wants to do. It will do, but it will return the last month's dates, which is in your calendar table. So yes, as I said, December 2004 is my last month. That's why I'm getting 1/12/2004. Right. If I say instead of this, if I say dates QTD, okay, QTD stands for quarter to date, so it will return me the dates for latest 1 quarter. Now you will see that it is returning the dates from October, November, and December for 3 months, right? For 92 rows. So this is how it works. Then let me say dates YTD. Obviously, this is going to return me the dates, latest dates in the calendar date table for 1 year. So can I say we by using these functions, we will be able to get the latest 1 year's total, latest 1 month's total, latest 1 quarter state total? Yes, it is right. Even we can perform in that way also. Yes. So these are the functions we we were to see in this video. But now the question is how these functions are helpful in the calculation. Okay, let me not this. I will convert this to table. Okay, let me select one table. Instead of that, what I will say, I will use the card. This is fine. Okay, because I have to derive the single value. And now I'm going to create the measure. Okay, if I say new measure. Okay, and if I say sum of sales MTD. Okay, latest month MTD. So I will use the calculate function or not calendar. Okay, it is not giving me a suggestion. Okay, fine. I will say calculate. And here I will pass the expression. I will say sum of sales amount. Sum of sales amount. This is what the expression. But as we have seen, the calculate function allows us to modify the filter context. So here I'm going to modify the filter context by using dates MTD function. Okay, and here I will say calendar date. So we already seen what this function is going to return us. So this function is going to return us the latest 1 month's date, and based on that, it is going to give me the sum. Okay, sum of sales is equal to blank. Fine. It says, but it returns dates in current context. And even though if it returns me the date, okay, what calendar dates I passed, right? And dates MTD if I use here, so it is returning me dates. But might be there is no transaction for this month. If I go to sales data, okay, and 3rd June, okay, 1st July 2001 and onwards, if I go down, okay, so we have transactions until March 2004, and we are trying to find out the calculations, I mean the sum of sales for December 2004, right? That's the problem. So what I can do, I can go and I can change my calendar period because it is not matching with my requirement. So yeah, I think this is coming from query, right? Okay, it is fine. Then we need to, okay, instead of this MTD, even quite QTD is not going to work here. But if I say YTD is going to work. It will at least return me the sum of sales for 3 months. Yes, and this is what the sum of sales in 2004. Sum of sales amount in 2004. Right, this is how it's going to work. Okay, but if you want to find out the latest MTD, some sales, some amount, sum of sales amount, or any other columns, okay, see here column can be anything. Then you can find by using dates MTD. If you want to specify the dates, you can use the dates between or dates in period function here. If you want to find out the latest last 1 quarter's total, you can use the dates QTD. If you want to find out the last 1 quarter's total, so not 1 quarter's, 1 year's total, you can use dates YTD. So this is how it's going to help us to modify the filter context in Power BI. So time intelligent functions are very helpful to perform the dynamic calculations. And I hope you like the content of this video. Thank you so much for watching the video. Have a nice day. Please do not forget to subscribe WebChamp so that you can get the notification when I add the more videos. Thank you.